Welcome. This module presents key insights emerged within the framework of the ReROOT project, offering pragmatic, evidence-based policy recommendations at European, national and local levels. By focusing on four essential dimensions of newcomers' integration into arrival societies, it aims to promote a comprehensive policy framework that fosters more equitable, inclusive and sustainable responses to migration and integration challenges across Europe. The policy recommendations produced by ReROOT are organized around four core thematic areas, each reflecting a critical dimension of newcomers' incorporation into arrival societies. The first, on housing, discusses the precarity experienced by newcomers, shaped by shortages, discrimination and bureaucracy, advocating for the right to housing and community-based solutions. The second, on labor, highlights the legal and structural barriers to secure employment that lead to informal and precarious work, calling for reforms in work permit systems, recognition of prior qualifications, and the development of inclusive labor infrastructures. The third, on integration, reframes integration as a dynamic, everyday practice shaped by formal policies and everyday interactions and informal networks, calling for support of bottom-up initiatives. The fourth, on empowerment, emphasizes newcomers' agency in shaping their environments, advocating inclusive, participatory governance, protection of vulnerable groups, and recognition and support of grassroots action. Thematic areas housing and labour respond to priorities articulated in EU policy agendas and address two of the most important concerns of newcomers. In turn, thematic areas integration and empowerment adopt a broader cross-sectional perspective spanning across various domains in newcomers' everyday life and agency to illuminate critical and often under-recognized aspects of social incorporation. Altogether, they form an integrated policy framework that reflects the comprehensive, multidimensional approach of the ReROOT project, balancing policy alignment with grassroots realities. Across all four thematic domains, several key findings emerge. Newcomers often encounter systemic barriers, legal, economic and spatial, that restrict their access to stable housing, dignified employment and social inclusion. Nevertheless, these challenges are met with significant agency. Grassroots responses, informal infrastructures, and community-led initiatives consistently support everyday processes of incorporation. Addressing these complex dynamics requires a shift towards coordinated, multi-level policy making that acknowledges and strengthens such bottom-up practices. At the EU level, harmonized standards and robust funding are essential. At the national level, legal and bureaucratic barriers must be dismantled to enable fair access and participation. And at the local level, authorities must be empowered to co-create context-specific solutions in collaboration with civil society. At the center of this vision is the formal acknowledgement of informal practices and initiatives by newcomers and communities themselves, as legitimate and vital parts of inclusive migration governance. Thank you for your attention. We hope the upcoming presentations will offer valuable insights and stimulate meaningful discussion. Enjoy the remainder of this module.